Previously on Spirit Hunter Deathmark. Oh god, who is it this time? Watch me fucking Machida again. Hey, look who's back. I know, I did it again. Fuck me. Just can't catch a break. My dude, yay. And now back to being demonetized. Hello! NicoB! Back with some more Spirit Hunter Deathmark. When we last left off, Yashiki and Suzu discover the ghostly bride's fiance, or his dead body, buried out in the woods, as well as some of the music that she never got to listen to. And after trying to drive back to Kujou Mansion and being stuck in an infinite maze, we drive off to T Mountain, back where the payphone is, and face off against Hanayome for playing the song she never heard, helping ease her soul and sending her to the afterlife. And while Suzu, Christy, and Ida get their marks removed, yet again, Yashiki is left the only one still with his mark. So after teaming up with an idol, they head over to this weird alley full of manholes that seems to have a connection to a spirit or something that was responsible for stealing the Buddha statues, which may or may not be the cause of this divine wrath that has been plaguing us this game. And after discovering a red notebook and running in with a dirty homeless man, we also team up with a friend of the idol, a fortune teller, only to head back to the mansion and find that, oh my god, Mary, no! And also the bunny's here too, what the fucking hell? Which means we are now totally alone in our fight to get the mark off us. I mean, I guess we have the idol and the fortune teller, but let's be honest, they're probably gonna peace out the moment we get this shit fixed, just like everybody else, right? God damn it, even Machida freaking abandoned me, motherfucking piece of shit. But according to the notebook, a teacher from the H Elementary basically gave herself over to becoming a crazy demon lord, calling herself Miss Zoo. And seems like she's the one who's responsible for all the snakes that were up on the second floor, not Hanahiko. So we're gonna head over there and see what we can find out. By the way, in regards to what was going on with Hanayome, like, how was I able to even get a bad ending there? So that was actually not based on the music choices. It was based on the location that I decided to go to. Oh, ooh, that's a tricky one. So I actually just lucked out. To be honest, I didn't pick the mountain for any other reason than just random choice. I kind of was thinking more along the lines of like what seemed to be closer to the forest. But the reason why the mountain was the correct choice was because it was where the dog I think hit or buried. And apparently that's something that I think you'd only know if you had Suzu accompany you, like when you visited there the first time, which is a little kind of not crazy about that. It's just kind of weird that they'd only have it like one person essentially give you that answer. But yeah, I could definitely have seen myself being hella confused there if I had picked like the wrong location and kept trying again, and every time I kept failing. But I will say, at least on the bright side, I did appreciate that battle sort of broke the norm in some way. Like, it wasn't exactly like every other one. It was actually like a survive or die kind of choice, and not like the weird RPG-esque battle combo thing that we've been doing up to this point, which I think is good. Again, it kind of keeps you on your toes. But I do think that they probably should have had that information shared by everybody else when you happen to visit that spot. Because I think I went there with Ida, if I remember right. At least that's what it sounded like you guys said. Maybe he mentioned that to me, but I don't know if I remember him saying that. But yeah, so essentially, you had to be in the place where the dog spirit would come out and save Hanayome. I see. But in regards to what happens, essentially, if you go to the wrong location, someone helped to elaborate what that was. And that was Dragon Spirit 10, who last episode said, the bad ending for Hanayome actually explains a couple of things about her. When you get the bad ending and the phone starts ringing, your partner will scream that their eyes hurt and that the phone is causing it. Your character rushes to answer the phone. Hanayome speaks saying, you saw it with your round little eyes. Well, bad little eyes, get eaten. The screen fades to red as your partner screams as we hear the sound of something being ripped out. You then hear the chewing noise on the phone before it hangs up. When you leave the phone booth, all you find of your partner is a blood stain and a single eyeball. So you can see why we heard those chewing sounds before and why she had an eyeball in her mouth in her confrontation. Ew, that's so gross. Ew, fuck. Who the hell's eyes was she chewing on up to that point? It didn't seem like anyone else was talking about that. Well, I guess everybody else who had that happen to them were fucking dead. All the stories ever mentioned was just her being a pretty nice spirit, despite her horrendous circumstances. Ooh, yeah, that's some hella gross. I'm actually pretty glad I didn't get that. And having that happen with Suzu makes it even more effed up. But Dragon Spirit, thank you so much for your incredibly disgusting explanation. And there's that reason you are comment of the day. I will say I am bummed that Mary basically got destroyed. I was not expecting that. But it's a clever kind of twist here where now we like really have to kind of just rely on the stuff that we managed to figure out, because up to this point it really has been Mary that has been guiding us and telling us almost exactly what it is that we need to do. Or at least clarifying if like, hey, are we on the right track, Mary? Not to mention little Bunny also being very helpful. But this time around I got Idol Girl and then Fortune Teller Lady. And Toeko, which I'm gonna switch to her for a bit. What are your stats, by the way? Not good power. Damn it, old lady. What the hell? Why aren't you buff? Surprisingly intelligent. Not surprisingly, also good spiritual power. And not bad dexterity. By the way, you guys point out the reason why I actually had pretty good power was just likely because being an idol is quite strenuous when you really think about it. With all the dancing and long shows, you probably need quite a bit of athleticism and stamina to be able to do that. And that's a good point. I kind of forget about that. Like how much actual like performance and movement goes into idol shows. It's not just them standing around waving. Can I even talk to anybody? Or just talk to my pals? Nope. I'm gonna talk to the chair. Mary isn't here anymore. Sad. I wonder who did this though. You know? Like I kind of doubt it was the ghost that essentially we're looking for. Like she actually came back here and did this. Because it seems like this spirit's just trapped over in the school. Or at least it's hanging out. It's just been hanging out there and hasn't left. I mean, I don't know. I guess it could be here. I'm like going back through to make sure I'm like remembering everything correctly. I mean, they are saying that this is potentially the woman in white that was carrying the Buddha statue. Like she's been out in the streets. I don't know. Maybe she's summoned like a fucking like cougar or something. And that's what ripped up Mary and the rabbit. But it has just sort of seemed like all of the spirits that we've encountered have sort of stuck to their locations, right? Hanahiko was stuck in the school. And seemingly Miss Zoo because of all the snakes on the second floor. Shimio was in the forest. Hanayome was around all those payphones. So I don't know. I feel like this is something else. Oh, we did come across, right, we unlocked the room and found what was seemingly the tools to make Mary, as well as like a picture of her with a mark on her arm. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. But okay, I guess we're going back to the school yet again. Oh goody. The school can't catch a fucking break.
I'm telling you, it's just as I said before. People who can hear voices are...
It's been a lecture from the moment we got in.
Most inherited that power from their ancestors. So I'm sure your family has similar powers.
Doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out staring at the road ahead of me.
By the way, changing the subject. You've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you?
Huh? Oh, yeah. The sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness.
Could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good point of reference.
Sure, I don't mind. I tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime.
I see.
She nods repeatedly.
There's already been one spirit, and you defeated it.
Yeah, basically.
Then if Miss Zoo is in H Elementary, that means two spirits live separately in the same elementary school.
I know, right? This seems to me like almost like a clever way to just reuse the same environment again. Lived separately. Two spirits existing in the same place. It's impossible.
Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any area that you weren't able to enter?
Second floor! How do you mention it? We didn't go to the second floor at all.
That decides it, then. If Miss Zoo is in the school, she must be there.
Yasuoka analyzed the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Yasuoka takes one look at me and smiles like she can read my mind.
Well, of course, I'm scared. No matter my age, I'm still human. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out it to be impossible. Some things go better once you give up.
Is that your advice as a fortune teller?
No, as someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier. That's how everyone gets to heaven, in the end.
Thanks, lady. Wonder if anyone ever cleaned up that fucking dead guard's body or all the skeletons in the basement. Now, Yasuoka and I arrive at H Elementary.
So this is H Elementary, huh? It really looks haunted, like they say. So the second floor is priority.
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. We don't have time to waste.
Okay. I assume we just skip everything downstairs. I mean, we've kind of already investigated everything that's down here. All the plants are still here, by the way. I guess that shit didn't, like, fucking fade away after we got rid of Hanahiko. Alright. I mean, the snakes are just still sitting up there. We're gonna have the same problem, you know. Return to the landing with the cracked mirror. I stared in the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead. And there's what's her, Moe just hanging from the ceiling with her tits hanging out again. Ah, damn it! I will say, at the very least, I'm glad the game seemingly has gotten less horny since we've moved on a bit. I mean, granted, I think there was still like that one lady who was like in the Shimio side that had like holes in her, and she also just had like her tits out, but otherwise, we seem to kind of like got less corpse party, which I kind of appreciate. It does take me out of it a little bit when it's like, it really does feel a little like blatant fan service. But in a horror environment, which always feels kind of odd to me. Like, there's some people out there who are just like, yeah, man, I love it when I see hot girls get fucked up. It's like, what the shit, dude? There's nothing there anymore. No traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just want to check something. Spirits can do a lot of weird things. Can they really make corpses disappear? Why not? That'd be ridiculous. Like I said, maybe someone clean it up. Alright, snakes. Yep, they still here. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. Be foolish to try to keep going.
Are you kidding? There are poisonous snakes up here.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. It'll be fine. If we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backward. So the snake reacts to my bag. What the? The snakes flip their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. Oh, they smelled the notebook? They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. That's right, because like snakes can like smell with their tongues or something, right? They're like, it's just so fun. I don't know if they're like licking the air essentially, like just getting like a little taste of something. It's like blah 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 blah. Even though I think they have like little slits on their face that act as like a nose too, but I don't know. They vanished without a sound, all at once as if they'd never been there to begin with.
They left. What was that? Some sort of trap?
I don't know. It looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. That red notebook is inside. Maybe. The smell made them think we were friends. Started going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet.
Oh, is that so? How very exciting.
Are you being sarcastic?
Never. Going on an adventure at my age would be quite the story to tell in the future.
What future, alright, lady? You're gonna be fucking dead by then. Yasuoka chuckles quietly. I don't like how comfortable you are with this BS. Door unlocked? Door to the music room is locked. Okay, no it isn't. Oh! Piano plays somewhere.
That was a piano, correct?
I stole my breath and strained to hear any noises. But it doesn't seem like anyone's here.
What's this?
She picks up something off the ground. It's a piece of sheet music. Sheet music. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Looks like a piano sheet music.
A children's song.
Can you play?
Yes, of course. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I've no sense when it comes to rhythm. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area.
Well, okay. Well, the idol girl will absolutely be able to help with that. Which means this might be the thing to pacify her, maybe. And if that comes to if it comes to that, then I'm definitely gonna need Eyes help instead of this crazy wrinkly bitch. Sheet music for a well-known children's song. It's not complicated, but it would be hard for a non-player. Okay, what we got going on here? The blackboard's covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. Anything? Anybody outside? Look out the schoolyard through the window, but I don't see anything moving around. Nothing? Really? Guess not. Forward we go. This looks familiar. Oh. The abandoned desk. It's a desk like you'd find at any school. Surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. I try feeling around inside the desk and find something soft. It's a wound up piece of paper. Open it and see several sentences. Seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Fragment S. S. A portion of a memo. Wave can control the shock. This Cree is that great. This something to keep it locked. This is something to keep it locked up. Oh, I think it's actually okay, it's the number of dashes of the actual letter here. Wave, we can control the one shock, the yeah, something like that. One of the fixtures holding the light is broken. Probably shouldn't risk walking under it. Thankfully, I never actually go further than this in a room. I just go in there, flash my flashlight, and then click on it from afar. And then suddenly I have an item in my hand. Okay, further down we go. You know, this game really wanted to fuck me up in the worst way possible. Like, truly just want to fuck me up. Just have this where I go down the hall and I suddenly lift my flashlight and this motherfucker's right in front of me. I will say, just for based on like the little bit that we saw from this one looks hella freaky. Oh, a cold wind blows in from the broken windows. Something's in between the window and its frame. I saw the broken window open and the trap paper falls out. Hey, alright, give me that shit. Oh, yeah. Alright. Ooh, that's something. A jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. This door appears to be locked by a wire stuck in the keyhole. Wires pushing up the door stopper, locking the door. I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick. It'd be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? Yasuoka speaks up.
Would it be useless to try to hack it off with something?
I won't say it's impossible, but I wonder if it'd be that easy. Could use all my strength to cut it, but I get the feeling it won't get rid of the wire.
True, that would be a problem. In that case, we'll just have to melt it.
Melt it? But it's metal.
Didn't you learn about that in science class? Acid melts metal. Oh, do they not have that experiment anymore these days?
True, if we could do that, then we could be silent about removing the wire. If we have a chemical like that, it couldn't hurt to try. Now, fuck that. I'm gonna use a hammer. What am I gonna do with it? Smash it! How about a hatchet? Oh! I swing the hatchet down the wire hard. Makes a dull noise, but the blade only puts a dent in the wire. If I don't hit it on top of the hard surface, it'll be hard to cut. Okay, keep going forward then. I can't hear any man-made sounds coming in through the window. Only leaves rustling in the wind. Yes, there's actually not a single one of Hanahiko's plants up here. Doesn't look like the fluorescent light is broken, but it stays dark. Alright, what about this one? Ooh, goody! Something is scrawled on the blackboard. Aizen! What the hell? Fucking Aizen, I knew it. It was all according to fucking Sosuke Aizen's bullshit. Looks like the letters spell Aizen. There were more after that, but they're illegible. Aizen.
Ashura, I believe. Asura.
Really? That's what it says. Ashura Aizen?
It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Eisen Ashra.
Eisen Ashra, huh? It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? Because that crazy old Miss Zoo, man, that's what she was talking about. God's full name? The plant in the flower pot is wilted. Next to the plant is a plaque with a children's name inscribed on it. A child's name. I can see something stuck underneath the pot. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. Hey, alright, give me that fucking sweet healing, baby. Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. Blackboard says Eisen Ashra. Extremely hard to read, but that's what Toko Yasuoka says is written there. It's fine, it's probably just strawberry jelly or something. Okay, I think we've hit the other end of the hallway here. The second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. Guess the phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. Hey, the science lab, perfect. Long desks and what look like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. This seems to be.
This appears to be a science lab. Haha, this takes me back. Still, though.
Yasuoka grimaces.
It smells in here.
It's an irritating stench that stings the eye. The putrid smell fills the whole room, like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yasuoka's face, like she's remembering something.
Almost like the smell of death.
Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. Give me some acid! Give me some acid! Desk is scored. Seems there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Someone's cooking some crystal meth in here. Open the door and left the science lab. This thing better not fucking spring to life, alright? Motherfucker from Course Party, alright? I don't want that shit happening again. It's an elaborate anatomical model. Yeah! Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. What the hell? Wanna know how I got these scars? Why so serious? It's making the mouth look bigger than it should be. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it. It couldn't handle the strain. The mouth might be broken because someone stuck their hand down it. But that means something is hiding either in the mouth or the torso. I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. I hesitantly slide my hand in the mouth. Ah! Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Ah! Ew! Snakehead. Baby snakes! Roused by the movement, snakes begin pouring out from every crevice.
Hurry, step back!
Demon snakes! I stumble backwards. The snakes slowly retreat back into the model. Seems they live inside it. But something's hidden in there. But to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. Damn it! Need those, that fucking bee gas I used before. Gas these little motherfuckers. Materials used in the science class. It's a number of books. The materials and encyclopedias about animals. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. Seems they're simple explanations for the students. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap paper falls from in between the pages. Another worn out talisman, alright. Open up the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. There's gotta be some acid in here, come on. Sturdy wooden cabinet. Looks antique. The edges of the cupboard are rounded off. Cabinet door opens easily. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Office trash.
You're going to take that with you?
Yeah, why not? Do it for literally everything else.
What an odd man you are.
Hey, don't judge me, alright? This just fucking what's saving us. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess I failed to destroy this section. Fragment I. Let's see. Would that tie into this? Sir, sound wave, or must put sleep also regains sight will agitate? No, it's not enough letters. It to aware of testing. Office trash. A trash bag found in the cabinet in the storage room is full of shredded paper. It could almost be a plump cushion. Maybe show the snakes the notebook? Maybe. The snakes by the stairs might have moved because of the red notebook. In that case, the snakes here might also. Now hold the red notebook up to the model. Take a whiff of it! The snakes shift around slightly. But that's all that happens. Come on!
I don't think that will work.
Doesn't look like the red notebook is effective. Come on! I'm glad that at least it actually gave me something for it, because I feel like that's like the most like obvious thing to choose here. Thought I'm gonna hatchet these motherfuckers. Damn it. I mean, I'm gonna hammer these guys. It's fucking hammer time, baby. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. Ah! Fucking loud sound. Ew, what the fuck? You got ears and hands and eyeballs in there? Haryasoka gasped behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. The body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in a liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they'd use these as educational aids. Nah, this is just crazy old Miss Zoo doing her zoo-y things. They're extremely fresh from being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. Oh, this might be what happened to the bodies that were hanging from the ceiling before. It's probably what happened where the guard is. Damn, that guard really can't catch a break. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. Science lab storage. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Pie piece that used to belong to a human. Oh shit, okay. There was some more. I was like, it's saying the same thing again. Taking a closer look, I noticed a large tag on the side of a container. Great Ashura down. The letters are messy but legible. Great Ashura. Down must be below where we currently are, so that would be the first floor. Recalling this school's layout, I think there was a similar storage area on the first floor. Not sure what it means, but it might be important. So I'd take the tag, just in case. Okay. I'll have to head back down there again. I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf.
So, is something there?
Well, yeah. I stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make Yasuoka do something like this.
Oh, let me!
Never mind, she wants to do it. I searched the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny and butthole. I found a few things I can use. A clear bottle with a liquid inside has a label with a chemical formula on it. Brown bottle that has an irritating smell. This label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical as well. Okay. Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. I pick it up and realize that it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. Bundle of clothes.
This is a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats. Though it is a bit concerning.
That rumor about a ghost in white. I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at Akei Miyamachi. And all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? So clear bottle. CH3CH2OH. I just gotta remember my chemistry shit. Do not hold by open flame. The brown bottle smells a bit like chlorine. Label reads handle with care. And this one, the label reads ID5. It has a fresh floral scent. Bundle of clothes. Clothing bundled in thick plastic. On top is a white lab coat. It is crammed onto the shelf with all the jars. I think I actually recognize this. This one from chemistry. I think this was a pretty common one. Oh yeah, it's ethanol. Yeah, it's ethanol. Let's see. This one, we don't know, but it smells like a bit like chlorine. This one, ID5. This one I am not so sure about. I am not so sure. Okay. I think that's about all I can do right now. Uh-oh. A school broadcast.
Do you have any brains?
Gata, is that you? Are you looking for your monkey brains? A strange voice echoes over the intercom.
Do the test immediately. Table on the table.
Static crackles were being cut off.
It seems we're being watched. I believe she said table.
I like you said it the same way that she did, with the same number of letters. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. School announcement. Oh yeah, actually I should probably check. I didn't check my updates here. There were strange things in the storage room of that gross science lab. Hands, ears, eyeballs, parts encased in liquid, all relatively fresh, all belonging to women. We searched shelves for anything useful and found 3 bottles. One with a corroded label, one reading ethanol, and a fragrant one that says ID5. A repulsive voice echoes over the loudspeaker. Miss Sue? It's test time. We have to take tests. There are several classrooms on the second floor, including the science lab we're in. But who knows what Miss Sue wants? But maybe the test will give us a hint as to how to fight her. May as well take them while we prepare for the upcoming encounter. And the piano sheet music. Piano music plays from somewhere else. Is there a music room? Is Miss Sue playing it? Or is it just another curse-related thing? Found sheet music nearby shortly after. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Probably common for elementary school music classes. I can't play, but there are there's a mark bearer who's good at that kind of stuff. Though I can't imagine us needing to play the piano. So you say. The desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage on here than the staff room. It's probably where the fire started. And wait, that it? Oh, over here? On the desk scoured with the lab equipment is a small pencil and problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Peek at the questions, start the test, stop. Peek at the questions. Take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. I see what look like chemistry symbols. Looks like it's a science test. Something's written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments. That's right. I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Were those chemicals used in some sort of experiments? Start. Pick up the pencil and turn over the paper.
Begin the test.
Uh-oh. Live or die. Number 1, compound A is widely used as fuel or disinfectant. Its chemical formula is CH3CH2. What number should X be? It is a tool. I remember. I pay attention. I study real good. Okay. Number 2, compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? It's combustible. It needs a light-proof container. Its skin turns black on contact. It's a light-proof container? Yeah, there we go. Three, it stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? Ammonia indole scatol. Ammonia? No. Ow. Good enough. Indole scatol. I don't even know those. Seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. The next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. So is there other tests?
Seems so. Perhaps she wants to test us.
You think? Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. I didn't notice it when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than the notebook, like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. Answer sheet. Yasuko narrows her eyes at me.
Are you sure you shut hers that securely? So sticks to high heaven.
Huh? Yasuko's right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. Ah! The hell am I... Wait, what am I even looking at? I smell something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. Ugh. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... Gotta check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. No, is it really necessary? I feel like we don't really need to know. We don't really need to pull it up to know what it is. Yasuoka seems to know something's wrong.
I'll help you.
Just stay back, old lady. I'll check it. After gathering my courage to reach out, I pull off the thick sheet. Yeah. That hat's familiar. So are the clothes. Yeah, this is the old fucking security guard. I tell you, man, he just had a rough ass day. There's no mistaking. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees. Horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest.
Calm down, it's okay. Come on, take a deep breath.
Why are you so calm about this, lady? There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from.
So that's what it was. Let's quickly leave here. Staying will only make things worse.
I drag myself up woodenly, like a puppet on strings. Classroom next door.
What?
The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there.
Yes, let's. Huh. All these tests make me feel like I'm back in girls' school. You know, minus the dead bodies. Actually, you know what? No, that lines up pretty well.
What fucking school did you go to, lady? Yasuko was probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at times like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Fucking better not be. I'm gonna fucking stab the shit out of him. I'm gonna slap him so silly. Alright, I better save. I did kind of take a beating in that last one. So classroom next door. Here? There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. What are we dealing with this time? Take a glance at the problem sheet. There are a number of long sentences. This is another science test. Something's right at the top in messy letters. Read the blackboard. Blackboard, I'm supposed to read it? I'm sure that scribble is really important, but... Oh, we saw the blackboard said Ashura Aizen. Or Aizen Ashura. Pick up the pencil and turn over the paper.
Begin the
Okay. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong great I. The incredibly strong great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called Aizen. Didn't you just answer for me? Yeah, I mean, it literally just said it, right? Didn't it literally just say Aizen also in the... Yeah, see, it literally just said I, and then it's like, now what's the rest of it? You just said. I feel like that might have been... This seems like it might have been a goof. Like, it meant to say, like... I use Unity, and then you'd have to get it was Aizen, you know? Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and the heat. The disaster is called the The cry age of decline. The cringe age. The crisis age, the crimson age? Yes. Guessing because of the red blood there. Question 3. I carry the Great Eyes Zin's talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart or life itself. This is shown not in words but deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become blank. An extinguished Sarpuda liberated Enchetika and a trained Ashura. Oh, thank God for multiple choice, right? Aha, yes. It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Next test is 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. Off limits. Well, that's succinct. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why?
Perhaps she's hiding something. But being obvious has the opposite effect.
Pretty much. She probably didn't think it through before. What the? It's like something is hitting the wall.
That noise. It appears to be from the room next door.
Sounds like something's in there. Let's check out the room next door. We do the next test later. Forbidden classroom. Yeah, fuck that lady. All right, do what I want. After the language test, we hear a sound in the room next door. Also, how is that a science test? Again, I feel like that might have been a typo or something. That's probably where we were warned not to enter. Does that mean she doesn't want us to see something? Regardless, if her goal is to make us finish tests, then she likely won't attack until we're done. In which case, we should check out the classroom first. We'll do the test later. So anyway, the piano music thing is at the end. Clearly, I got that like sort of out of order or something. Sooner than maybe the game expected, because I came down maybe the hallway that they didn't think I would go to first. Alright, this is the one with this, so... Jumble wires wrapped around the door handle. So it's not likely going to be ethanol. Handled with care. I think it's probably going to be this one. Take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It's a usage warning on it. It smells like chlorine. Could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? Take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. If I accidentally get some of the keyhole, it would be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. It's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. Seems working like we hoped.
Oh, good. That must be some kind of nitric acid.
Yeah. Fortune tellers sure do know a lot. Then, I think I should do it. I pull on the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily.
Well done. Now we can check this room.
Yeah, let's go. Discard the emptied brown bottle. But first, better save again. She better just be sitting her ass in it. Oh, wow. Damn, I just entered the fucking movie set of The Godfather. Ah, horse head. The inside opened the classroom door. Something glints in the darkness. Is the floor just covered in giblets, by the way? Then a horrible stench makes me choke. It is. It's like organs and shit all over the floor.
This is blood.
A lot of it. Splat. Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping in something soft, like mud. I shine my light into the room. Gross. What's the lady talking about? She's like, we kill animals. Lady, you're killing animals. Look at all that shit. What the hell is this room? It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scatter across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood, and blank, glassy-eyed animal heads line up across the desk.
How terrible.
Yasuoka struggles to retain her composure by covering her mouth with a handkerchief.
Are they used for sacrifices?
The word sacrificial rite comes to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly... There's a sound from the window ledge. Is that lady just like hanging out outside or something? Is someone here? I make my way past the animal heads to peer across the line of desks near the window. What the? Oh my god! Never mind! Back to being sexy again! A naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering over her. Woman almost looks like an animal waiting for dissection. Is she actually alive? Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Hey, come help me. Someone's trapped. I grab under her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. How long have you been here, lady? I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds.
You're fine now. Relax.
Yasuko speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. Can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her.
I agree, but she's completely naked.
Who gives a shit? Just get out of here! Is this really the time to be worried about that? Seriously! But speaking of clothes... Here, put the horse head on! I'll cover you up! I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. Ah, yes, this is why I have a bundle of clothes. Unwrap the bundle of clothes and pull out a lab coat for her to wear.
Alright, it's supposed to be better than nothing.
That place is off limits.
Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. Ah, shit. Ah, bacon and eggs! Mark's color grows more vivid. A few more hours until death closes in. Fuck! Damn it, she noticed!
What should we do?
We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. It's just 2 floors anyway. Should be able to find my way out without a light. Ah, fuck! Fucking Bert! Gotta hurry. Let's help her up. Hup. The fuck out. We're here now. Get in the goddamn car. Come on. Come on. Brrr.
Whew.
Now Soga takes a deep breath in the back seat. Sounds like a world-weary old person groan.
I can sound old if I want to. I am, after all, elderly.
Stop reading my mind, lady. This is what they call a woman's intuition. She just read my mind. She did that earlier, too. Does that woman look like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror.
Watch where you're looking. I can understand why you're interested, but...
I'm not trying to look, I promise. For God's sake, this woman is dying, alright? That's not on my mind. Clearly doing my best not to. Come on.
She's quiet. Her breathing's calm. She might be sleeping. Or dying. I don't know. It looks pretty similar. Mr. Yashiki.
Huh?
I caught a glimpse.
What'd you see? I took my tone innocent.
The mark.
Yep, she got a mark too.
I saw we were putting the lab coat on her. Right there on her body.
Oh. So we've added another door number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what was happening. Can't leave to Mary anymore. But that doesn't mean I can avoid it. Well, have to tell her.
The truth is always cruel. But using that excuse to hide it from her would be even crueler. I have a name, you know.
The mystery woman seemed asleep. She suddenly speaks up. You were awake. Sorry, we didn't know your name.
I'm Madoka Hero. I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible.
Snake.
Good work out there, Mr. Yashiki. Madam Yasuoka.
What are you talking about? We didn't even go to the school. We just went to fucking Jack in the Box, get some food. You want some fries?
What the fuck? Of course I want some fries! Give me some! Huh? Who's that lady? Why is she all naked?
Later, hurry and get a bath ready. We lay a pale-faced hero on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we were able to give her proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finished, her face gradually regains its color. Hiro emerges from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently they had been hers. Really now?
Ugh, I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess.
Judging by that casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore.
They only wanted to torment me, not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now.
Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. That's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved.
You sure you're feeling okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounce back fast.
Who knows if that's true or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what are you doing in the school?
That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabe Zukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there.
Zukawa, Could that be Miss Sue?
Miss Sue. Oh yeah, heard that was her nickname for when she was a teacher.
So why were you chasing...
Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people?
Oh boy, alright, where we go? I should just have like a fucking pamphlet at this point to hand out to people to explain all this BS. Give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression she's not convinced.
I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster. Save that talk for writing horror stories.
Her face twitches briefly.
How is it that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women worked there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard...
Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble.
She stole something important from me. At first I had no idea where she disappeared to, but I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she's holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in each city.
Shopping for implements of murder.
What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store.
What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're Ayakashi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that was just an act.
Damn!
Hey, that's really rude.
Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She obviously didn't use the phone. I even checked the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer, so the company delivered as ordered. Oh, and the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary.
And just what were those goods?
Animals. No idea what connections she pulled, but they're for pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I saw those in there.
Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Zoo name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something.
What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time. Based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess.
So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point I fainted. Next I know I'm butt naked in a terrible position you found me in. I'm sure she was behind it.
But why naked?
I don't know, maybe she thought it was hot! So then is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar. I just don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City.
Oh. What? So where'd you get it?
Chill, no need to get so upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago.
Did you go to any haunted places the day before?
Okay, so yours is actually gonna be a different spirit then.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't let me in with inappropriately dressed idols like you. The same goes for the scar. As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, it's absurd. Absolutely impossible.
She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about the snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Sho.
That's all I could tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy by just being alive. I'm a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag.
So it's more important than your life. What in the world did she steal from you? See, she doesn't plan on answering that. But we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help.
Okay, Mr. Yashiki. Let's get back to H Elementary.
Alright, strange colleague. Mary, what do you think about all this? Ah, damn it! Strange colleague. We save Hiru and return to the mansion. Once she's recovered, Hiru tells us about Zukawa. She claims her colleague stole something important from her house before vanishing. She follows Zukawa to H City and eventually H Elementary. But after that, her memory is vague. Next thing Hiru knew, she was in that dangerous situation. Still, Hiru's one to call Zukawa strange after following her and not contacting the police. Maybe her research work zapped all her common sense. Hiru and Zukawa aren't too different in that way. Hiru is certainly determined in her search for Zukawa Mizu, though she claims another spirit besides Mizu cursed her. So how important is this stolen item? Madoka Hiru. Lab researcher, a major pharmaceutical company researcher. She believes in cool and collected logic and violently rejects anything supernatural. She doesn't have an artistic bone in her body, possibly because of her lineage, so naturally she can't play any instruments. Watashi? Aloof scientist. What are her stats like? Intelligence is super high, not surprising. Power is pretty low. Spirit power is the same as myself, and a little more dexterity. Oh wait, actually a little less dexterity, never mind. Well, all right, guys, I think this is probably a good spot to end things here for now. I'm thinking likely next episode we'll be confronting Miss Zoo. And I don't know, kind of depending how long it takes to get there, might even get a sneak peek at the next one too. Because I'm sure there will be a next one. Seeing as Hiru herself is likely not going to be the spirit to help her. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite. And subscribe if you're not already. Become a PE Penguin aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.